Good morning and welcome to today's top 10 stories from TheMatrix newspapers. Friday morning, the 11th of July 2025. I am Esther Ajayi from our lead story on page 2. Reactions have continued to trail recent comments credited to Boss Mustafa, the former secretary to the Federation, the former secretary to the federal government, former President Muhammad Buhari, on how the former president got into power in 2015. Onanaga says without ACN, Buhari couldn't have won the 2015 election. Buhari's ally counters Mustafa says he is trying to rewrite history. Kudos and Knox have continued to greet the recent Supreme Court judgment, which affirmed the election of Monday Akpebolo of the All Progressive Congress as the duly elected governor of Edo State. Judgment in triumph for democracy is the will of Edo people, says President Tinubu. Ighodalo says, I feel betrayed by Apex Court's judgment. Following a lull occasioned by the Naira depreciation and removal of subsidy in 2023, activities at Nigeria's first deep-sea port, Lekki Deep-Sea Port, are currently enjoying a boom with a projection of 500,000 20-foot equivalent units by the end of 2025. Lekki DC Port reiterates commitment to operational efficiency through technology to shape regional trade. Over to the next news headline. The Senate has appointed Senator Anyekan Bassi from Akwa Ibom Northeast as the new chairman of the Committee on Diaspora and Non-Governmental Organizations, replacing Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, who remains under suspension. The EFCC chairman Ola Olukoyede has confirmed that funds lost to the collapsed CBEX investment scheme, which defrauded over 600,000 Nigerians of 1.3 trillion, have been partially recovered. Former Benue State Governor Samuel Otom has reiterated his support for a Southern presidency in 2027, insisting the region must complete its 8-year tenure before power returns to the north. Governor Dauda Lawal of Zamfara State has dismissed rumors of his defection from the People's Democratic Party, insisting he remains a loyal member and has no plans to join the All Progressive Congress or African Democratic Congress. Iran has reported that at least 12 journalists and media workers were killed in Israeli airstrikes during the recent 12-day conflict between the two nations, according to state-run RINA news agency. Over to sports news on page 22. Nigerians scored a late winner against Botswana to become the first side to book a place in the quarterfinals at the 2025 Women's African Cup of Nations. Over to entertainment news on page 20. Popular Nigerian musicians Charlie Poppy and Davido lit up the stage on the opening night of the 2025 Afro Nation Festival, which kicked off Wednesday night in Portugal. Thank you for joining us. Do stay with us as we bring you more interesting news updates from the TheMatrix newspapers. I am Esther Ajayi. Enjoy your weekend.